Hello everyone, welcome to Scorched Earth Toys at anymoon.com's review of Bandai's Tamashii exclusive Hi-Metal Soundbooster for the VF-19Kai toy. This toy was released in 2010 for 2950 yen. It comes with the toy itself and a connector for Batroid mode. There is no connector for fighter mode. So here is the sold separately VF-19Kai toy. These two toys do not connect in any way, shape, or form in fighter mode. Also, there's no landing gears on this toy, so if you wanted to have it in the flying mode, you would need to have some sort of display stand. Tamashii again had a solution for you with a sold separately display stand. Has a little peg in the bottom, lets you do this. This display stand, you can see my accessories for the VF-19Kai review. Also accommodates the Fire Valkyrie at the same time as the sound booster, which is nice. But having the sound booster be pretty much useless without other accessories in the flying mode is obviously a negative. Usually I do a separate transformation video, but since there isn't really much to the sound booster, I'm going to go ahead and step you through that in this video review. The sound booster comes with another part. This part looks very similar to like the Gearwalk attachment that comes with the VF-19 toy, but it's not. While incredibly similar, it is slightly different. Particularly in that this peg size is quite a bit smaller. It attaches just like the Gearwalk attachment for the display stand does to these two pegs here. So fat side up, just go ahead and attach that on. Should be pretty snug, but already we're off to a poor start in that we've needed to go to our box and get a part to do transformation, but if you're familiar with the Hi-Metal line, that won't be such a shocker to you. Turning our attention to the sound booster itself, we will continue the imperfect transformation by removing this antenna. Just pull straight up. There's a peg that fits into a slot. We have removed that. We will now go stow this in our box somewhere. Fortunately, that antenna removal is the only imperfect aspect of transformation, and by removing that antenna, we've revealed a hexagon slot. That hexagon slot is going to be what attaches to the back of our VF-19Kai toy. So to get there, we're going to go ahead and apply pressure away from the core, and then we're going to rotate these pieces upward. So nice and easy. We can then bring these wings in, and now we can attach the toy to the backpack. Now in doing this, you're going to put a lot of weight over the back of the toy. It's only temporary, so you're going to go ahead, bring this in. It should peg in pretty nice and tight. And then you're going to pull up these little shoulder covers and go ahead and keep rotating these until they come down over the arms. Now, one weakness right away is that it seems like the arms do a little bit better if they're pivoted back a little bit. It's a very snug fit at this point. And as you can see, there's still some good weight on the toy, trying to pull it backwards, but you can get in a position where it's not too bad. Completing transformation from this point is a piece of cake. You're just going to go ahead and pull the speakers forward in the front. You can see there's just a little bit of forward motion there. And then just pull them open. You'll reveal a little bit of speaker detail within. Then you're going to go ahead and pull on these pieces up in the back and rotate them outward. And then you are going to go ahead and flip these fins around to their least aerodynamic point. And then there you have it. You are now in full sound booster mode. Before we do a comparison to the Yamato and Arcadia sound boosters, a couple quick points to make. First, this sound booster attaches really well, and you would hope so, considering it is using a second attachment piece. I am just holding the sound booster right now and wiggling it, and the toy is not falling off. So that is definitely a pro. You can see from this angle that I do have the shoulders angled back a little bit. That again is a con. The other thing is it's a Hi-Metal Soundbooster. So are there any metal bits within that toy? I can't find a single one. So very misleading name on the Hi-Metal Soundbooster. It is a purely plastic accessory. The idea that the world has one Soundbooster toy is fairly amazing to me. The fact that it actually has two is just incredible. So you have, obviously, the Bandai Hi-Metal on the left, the Arcadia Soundbooster on the right, which is basically the same thing as a Yamato, sold separately Soundbooster. Obviously, Yamato Arcadia, higher end, much more expensive toy. The pros there, it doesn't require a separate attachment piece to attach to that Fire Valkyrie, at least not in Batroid mode. It does in fighter mode, but it actually attaches in fighter mode, so that's another pro. Also, the detail work. So you have the piping on the Arcadia toy. You also have piping on the interior here, separately painted slots there. So, little higher end, clear inserts on the edges here. On the Bandai toy, you do get some nice two-tone piping on the top. You don't really get two-tone painting detail on the interior piece here. And this is actually a kind of a rubber reflective insert. It's not bad. It kind of pops a little bit more than the Arcadia toy does. The big bummer with the Bandai toy is that it sits up too high. These should be more shoulder level like they are on the Arcadia toy. And instead they're floating way up, and that makes even less sense considering they needed to use a separate attachment piece. So a little bit of a bummer there. But basically, you know, you're getting what you pay for. The Bandai Soundbooster is basically a third of the price of the Yamato or Arcadia toy. So something to consider there. Overall, both of these only should appeal to die-hard Macross 7 fans and VF-19 Fire Valkyrie completists. There's really not that much of a compelling argument for the Soundbooster to be made. Beyond that, you could definitely spend your money on more fulfilling toys elsewhere. Alright, thank you for viewing. Check out my full article on anymoon.com.